The playoff series between the Barrie Colts and the Oshawa Generals resumes tonight. It's a key game 4 for the Barrie Colts as they'll be on home ice to take on the Generals. And if they're not able to get the win tonight, the Generals, they could advance to the second round as early as tomorrow down at the Tribute Community Center. So it's this kind of a must-win situation tonight for the Barrie Colts. So game 4, puck drop will be at 7 o'clock tonight. And Thomas West and I will actually have the call tonight on Rogers TV. So can't wait to get down to the rink. But in the meantime, let's take a look at some news items from around the OHL. Starting off with last night's results, 2 teams have advanced to the second round of the 2024 playoffs. And first off, it's the Sault Greyhounds. They completed the sweep of the Guelph Storm. This is the first time that Sault Ste. Marie will be in the second round of the playoffs since 2022. And the last time they got past the first round, they knocked off the Guelph Storm as well, except in that series, it was a 5-game victory for the Sault Greyhounds. So they're back, and you have to remember, too, the Greyhounds, they missed the playoffs last year. So the last 2 trips to the postseason ended up seeing a Greyhounds team going all the way to the second round. And the other team to advance last night, the Memorial Cup hosts, the Saginaw Spirit, they completed the series sweep of the Owen Sound Attack. And this is now back-to-back seasons that Saginaw has made it to the second round. So a big accomplishment for Saginaw. And of course, they want to go to the Memorial Cup through the front door. They want to be OHL champions. They don't want to go as just Memorial Cup hosts. So they're 4 wins closer to achieving that goal. And we'll have to wait and see how things play out from here, because right now it looks like the Sioux and Saginaw will meet in the second round, and that series will be huge. Of course, the 2 teams battle it out all season long for top spot in the West Division. Sault Ste. Marie has had a bit of a chip on their shoulder this season. You may remember a year ago when we found out Saginaw was going to host the Memorial Cup, the Greyhounds were a team that also put in a bid. So the Greyhounds trying to show that they were also a worthy host. So I think that series, if it does happen that way, is going to be a lot of fun. It all depends on the other 2 matchups. In particular, if the London Knights complete the series sweep of the Flint Firebirds tonight, then we will know for sure by tomorrow morning that it'll be Saginaw and Sioux, and we'll have to wait and see when that series would get underway, because remember, next weekend is also the OHL priority selection. The first 3 rounds take place on the Friday night, so I don't believe there will be any playoff action next Friday. So the earliest I believe game 1 would be Thursday night or Saturday of next weekend. But still, we have to wait. You never know. The Firebirds forced overtime in game 3 against the London Knights the other day. So if the Firebirds want to extend their season, they need to get a win tonight, and we'll see where they go from there. But speaking of the London Knights, the Knights getting some good news today. Mike Stubbs, the radio play-by-play voice for the London Knights, announced today that Ruslan Gazizov is going to be back in the lineup. He's been dealing with a lower body injury. He last played in the game against the Windsor Spitfires March 22nd and has missed the first 3 games of the postseason, but he's ready to go. He's going to be in the lineup, which is a big boost for this already lethal offense of the London Knights. Gazizov, he had a 4-goal game just 3 weeks ago against the Sault Greyhounds. That goes to show how important he is with the offense. And even though he's been out of the lineup, London's still able to find ways to win, because this is a team where it's the next man up approach is what they've been taking. It's been like that all season long. So even if they miss a key player from their lineup, they've got another guy to step in to fill the void. And that's what we saw in the first 3 games between London and Flint. And with Gazizov in the lineup, it's going to be a tough task for the Firebirds to try and win 4 straight to get a ticket to the second round. Because right now the odds are stacked against the Flint Firebirds, and the odds just got a little tougher with Ruslan Gazizov in the lineup. And also a couple of big signings from the National Hockey League. First, it was announced that the Chicago Blackhawks have signed Nick Lardis to his 3-year NHL entry-level deal. So congratulations to the Brantford Bulldogs forward. And he's been electric this season. I've been loving the play of Nick Lardis. He recorded 29 goals, 21 assists for 50 points in just 37 games. That was before he was dealt with an injury. That was back in December, just before the Christmas break. So it was tough for Lardis. He was on such a great run. Then he missed 31 games. There was thoughts that maybe he wouldn't be back in the lineup for the playoffs, but He appeared in game number 1 and had 2 goals in that one against the Ottawa 67. So a big congratulations going out to Nick Lardis. And I'm kind of surprised he was a 3rd-round pick last summer in the 2023 NHL Entry Draft. The Chicago Blackhawks picking him up 67th overall. And I think for Chicago Blackhawk fans, you're going to be excited to see what Nick Lardis is capable of. If he keeps this trajectory, he'll be in the NHL sooner rather than later, as he's just such a great talent on that Brantford Bulldogs team. And of course, Brantford in the thick of it in that first-round battle against the Ottawa 67s. Brantford right now trailing that series 2-1, and game 4 is tonight at TD Place in Ottawa. That series has been a lot of fun, and we'll see if that series goes the distance. I kind of think it will, but I think tonight will be a big sign of where that series is going. It was also announced that Colson Pitre has signed with the Anaheim Ducks. The Flint Firebirds captain, he was selected actually 2 spots ahead of Nick Lardis. He went 65th to the Anaheim Ducks, so in the 3rd round. He's been an exciting player too for the Flint Firebirds. Right now, of course, I already talked about how they're playing the London Knights in the first round, but he was a big key contributor for this team in their push in the second half of the season. The Flint Firebirds, if you may recall, fighting for that final playoff spot around the trade deadline, and then they got to that top 8 spot, and they were actually challenging for up to 5th. It came to the last weekend of the season for the Flint Firebirds. They had their chance, but then they lost a couple games at the end, which resulted in them finishing in the 8th spot in the West. But Colson Pitre having a great season with the Flint Firebirds. He set new career highs in scoring, 27 goals, 28 assists, good for 55 points. So Colson Pitre doing a good job on that front. So I just wanted to do a quick news video today. I'm going to continue doing the series looking at the teams that are already preparing for the offseason. I've done videos looking at Niagara and Windsor so far. The next team on the list will be the Peterborough Petes, so I think that will be posted tomorrow. We'll look at the Peterborough Petes and the questions that team has going forward. And then now with the Guelph Storm, the Owen Sound Attack season being over, I'll also look to do videos on them because it's fascinating. Those 2 teams, the Guelph Storm and the Owen Sound Attack, both had high expectations. And for Owen Sound, I think it was a little more disappointing than the Guelph Storm with just how the season finished. So I'm going to look at those 2 teams maybe next week, but to be notified about when those videos are posted, you can always hit subscribe, and then you'll be ready for those videos when they do come out. Also to note, if this is your first time tuning in the channel, thank you very much. And if you are looking for a bit of a preview for the OHL draft next Friday, I'll be having a scout coming on the channel early next week. And we'll be talking about the players to watch for in the draft, who's the talent that could go number 1. Of course, the Windsor Spitfires, they do have that first overall pick. There's been a lot of speculation, and it'll be great to hear from a scout who was at the OHL Cup and got to see all the action down there. So that's coming up early next week. So again, thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you again soon.